In this video, I'll be sharing with you some of my fragrances that I cannot get or smell them a while after applying. But because of getting compliments, positive reactions, like 5-6 hours even after applying, I believe these fragrances are kind of surprisingly long lasting. Just I cannot get them, but people out there can smell them on me even 5-6 hours after applying. I want to share these fragrances with you. If you are curious to find out, then let's see them together. So before seeing the fragrances together, if you're first time here, my name is Mehdi. I'm advising reviewing fragrances. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get notifications by my daily uploads. I want to start by House of Mancera Lemon Lime. This is one of the most complimented fragrances of mine from this house. If it is not the most complimented, it is not the least also. It is one of the best complimented fragrances from this house and very underrated. At all doesn't get that much talk or hype. A lot love Cedrat Rose, but I love this fragrance better compared to Cedrat Rose. That fragrance is also great, but this is kinda my favorite fragrance from this house. Smells slightly green, woody and citrusy by hints of some, I can say, fruity sweetness, not added sweetness, but way at the background. Very great fragrance. If you haven't tried this fragrance, go for it. It's very mass appealing and niche kinda. So about performance of this fragrance, I cannot smell this one, to be honest, after half an hour maximum, after 1 hour on myself. I cannot get it at all, but based on compliments that I've gotten by this fragrance, it lasts like 8 hours plus. My first impression, if anybody asked me what is the performance of this fragrance, in your opinion, I would say maximum 1 hour on the skin, 2-3 hours on the clothing, but it's not like that. It lasts on me like 8 hours plus based on the compliments and reactions that I've gotten by this fragrance. What is wrong with me, man? What is wrong? Acqua Profondo, it challenged me. Half an hour after applying, I cannot get anything than this fragrance, like zero projection. There is something on the skin. When I dig it, when I smell it very close, I can get some scent on my skin. I can see that fragrance is there, but projection from here, zero, nothing. But it is my bad, as I can see based on the experiences and compliments. I remember I went to the train station to get my girlfriend. When she came to the car, immediately said to me, "Wow, what are you wearing? You smell damn good." I said, "We started again. Are you sure you can get this fragrance?" "Yeah, it smells intensely and like just you wore this fragrance." But it was not a just wore, it was passing 5-6 hours. I remember it. But she said that this fragrance smells intensely and projects very well. So it shows to me that this fragrance is a successful fragrance in terms of performance. When this fragrance can smell like intensely in the car, even 5-6 hours after applying, it shows that it projects like 1 feet after 5-6 hours. It is very successful time. Based on the compliments and experiences, I can say to this fragrance is a great projector and lasting type of fragrance. But for me, it is like half an hour. Scent profile of Acqua Profondo is complex, in the same time easy to wear, clean and simple, because there is a lots of notes, nuances and accords going on here, but in a very safe way. It is sweet, like added sweetness, aquatic, oceanic, minerally and salty in the same time sweet. It is dry, woody in the same time fresh and aquatic, by some hints of mastic, resiny vibe at the back. By this fragrance, I'm 100% sure that you have the same experiences. Versace or fresh. 20 minutes after applying, you cannot smell this fragrance. Me too. It's very transparent, airy fragrance. It is one of those inoffensive, beastly projecting and lasting fragrances. Lasts like 8 hours. I cannot get it based on the compliments, and projects like 2-3 hours very well. Versace or fresh is a woody and aquatic fragrance in terms of scent profile. Opens up citrusy, a bit sweet, like sweetness of citruses, not like added sweetness. Fresher and juicy at the opening. At the dry down is a bit more spicy and woodsier, by hints of some freshness at the back. So that spices and woody side will shine better, I can say, at the dry down. It's easier to smell this fragrance at the first hour compared to other fragrances. On the list, I'm talking about L'Homme Ultime by Yves Saint Laurent. At the first hour I can get this fragrance easily, but the other fragrances on the list are kinda 20 minutes maximum. So after first hour, this fragrance is like the other fragrances on the list, not there. You cannot smell it at all, but compliments tell me another story. This fragrance is like 8 hours plus, lasting and 2-3 hours projecting type of fragrance. L'Homme Ultime is one of the best masculine smelling rose based fragrances out there. If you are into rose note and you find it a bit feminine, you want something more masculine, this fragrance is for you. It is masculine, modern and floral type of fragrance. Rose, ginger, citruses, ambergris are main player in the L'Homme Ultime. Next fragrance is one of those most unsolicited compliment getter fragrances in my collection. It's a very crazy lady pleaser. POPEYE by Jean-Paul Gaultier. Smells like watered down or thinned version of Le Male, very close to that fragrance in the summery way, I can say. Imagine Le Male, more watery and better for summer. In terms of performance, it is equal by newer batches of Le Male. Cannot compete by before batches, by vintage batches. Both of these fragrances are 5-6 hours plus. I cannot get this one half an hour after applying. I can get Le Male like 2-3 hours. It smells for me, but this one is no, it's not there. But in terms of compliments, both of these fragrances are equal. Even 5-6 hours after applying, it is possible to get compliments by POPEYE as well. For next, I have here Prada Luna Rossa Carbon. It is citrusy, peppery, a bit metallic and ambrexy kinda fragrance. It smells too close to dior sauvage, like this one, which was thinned or watered down version of Le Male. This one is kinda thinned or watered down version of dior sauvage. I believe because I owned dior sauvage way before this fragrance. I have a lot of experiences by dior sauvage. It smells more concentrated, aggressive and intense kinda compared to this one. I am somehow nose fatigue by this one because of dior sauvage, but on its own it smells and projects well. But after 1 hour it is kinda not there for me again, like the other fragrances. But when I smell my t-shirt after 2-3 days, this fragrance is there. I can get it easily, lasts on the clothing well. But on me, like after first hour, I cannot get it that much. Again, based on the compliments, this fragrance is kinda 6-7 hours maximum lasting type of fragrance. For next, Armani coat Colonia. This is also like watered down or watery version of regular Armani coat. It lasts, based on my experiences, as long as Armani coat on you. Even if you cannot get it, people around will smell and get this fragrance on you. In terms of scent profile, this is one of the closest flankers to Armani coat. Reduced that tobacco and leather note than Armani coat and put in a step tonka, ambrexin, some citruses and watery notes. Here we go, Armani coat Colonia. Don't forget, subscribe the channel. If you have any opinion, suggestion, question, let me know in the comments below. Stay safe. See you in another video.